Hi there, welcome to the Overtime Chatter 2. Damn, I could have presented myself a little bit better. Hey, I'm here to recap for you the Real Housewives of Potomac, the last one, part 2. Okay, so we start off where we left off with Wendy and Ashley. And Stacey tells us that Stacey tells us she texts Ashley to tell her about what was going on with Wendy and how her and Arabella are all messed up about, how she feel bad for her, not Arabella, but how she feel messed up this what Wendy going through. And fucking Ashley say, well, she deserved what she get or some shit. She deserved it. That's what she get. So I'm gonna tell you this. It is what you get when you do something you ain't got no business doing. But you still gotta have a little bit of empathy for us anyway. Ashley still doing that bullshit. Oh, I didn't think she was serious. I mean, she had a devilish grin, and it is true. You have always had a little bit of vendetta, and I'm gonna tell you what I think it is because me and Wendy about the same complexion. Is that because her ass is black? She got 4 degrees. She got a husband that love her. All the things that you don't have, and you, to me, think because you mix that shit just supposed to be automatic for you, and it ain't. That's just my personal feelings of that. So anyway. Ashley said, back in the day, we could say this and that about one another, and we didn't have tough skin. We need to have some tougher skin, but maybe I should just tone it down a bit. That shit wasn't no tougher skin then. When they were saying that nasty shit to each other, early seasons, it ain't no better now. And I think now that you're going to have to change your rhetoric because consciousness in people is waking up. I mean, I'm for real. Some shit, it's just like dogging somebody out by how they look. That shit used to get you like points. That shit don't get you no points now if all you got to do is get on somebody about how they look and shit. So you meant that shit. You don't really like her and you glad she got in trouble. So, Ashley talking about she can adapt to people's boundaries and shit. Don't nobody care. So then Giselle starts saying, I mean, the catfish of it all, the Bobby of it all, whatever the fuck she was doing, she was saying that all this sensitive shit about Angel. Angel's like, don't use me for an example. You find something else to use besides me. Because, y'all was doing some bullshit to me, but you can use somebody else besides me to use for your example, Giselle. So I just said they was trying to talk about Ashley's mother. Her mother's sick. She can't talk about that. The stepfather, he back in rehab. I ain't saying that. I'm sorry for anybody that's going through some problems. But I'm just not that invested in Ashley's life. I don't think she did. I don't think she got no story. She ain't never really had one. Probably about 5 or 6 years. So she could go. So they asked about Josh, and she said, yeah, they still see each other. Josh is a clown, not unless Josh trying to get some TV time. And that's why you fucking with her. But she said, because Stacey was in Wendy's Ashley ass. She was like, why you do that? Why you break up with that boy and then bring him back on TV? Why you still messing with him? Because you wouldn't embarrass me like that. And she said, he already knew I had broke up with him the day before, and he had called me to ask me to go out. And I said that if he wanted to go out, that he would have to do it on camera. Same thing, bitch. You still was using him for a storyline. So she said, I was dating dating somebody, some kind of politician. And then Stacey got her ass again. She said, girl, no, you not. She said, why wouldn't I? She said, girl, you already know. And then Ashley's like, I am upstanding. I am upstanding with a capital S. I'm a good, strong woman. You just sit your stinky breath ass over there. Some she says to Stacey, but she still got her. So then I think Andy said, who dating a congressman? And then Giselle hollered out, oh, I thought y'all was talking about me because I was dating me a congressman. So Andy said, when was this? Was this during shooting or after? Oh, she said after. So she said, oh, so somebody said, what? I think it was Stacey. When we gonna see your life, Giselle? She's like, girl, no congressman gonna get up here. Ain't no congressman dating you. I think she was lying. He an ex-congressman. You don't shoot. I don't know what it is, but Giselle don't look that good to me. Her face look all like she got the mumps around her neck and shit. Or it's maybe just the way my TV angle, but she don't look that good to me. So they asked Stacey. So Andy asked Ashley about Stacey being a good wing lady. And she was like, oh, girl, yep, she is a good Wing lady. Oh, my daughter coming back. She sent me. I just saw a sign. So Stacy wanted. So anyway, Giselle hollered out, they were talking about Mauricio. She was like, she a good wing person, but I know Kyle. I know Kyle too, but I will fuck Mauricio. I'm just saying. I mean, I know her from being on TV. I know if me and him was out and I seen that bitch somewhere that that's his wife, ex-wife or whatever. They separated. So anyway, somebody says it seemed like you wanted them for yourself, Giselle, because you did. Why are you putting that shit on Stacy? Because you was the one. Stacy ain't say shit, but you was the one that said you'd lay down with him horizontal mumbo or some shit. So the thing was that they don't know Kyle and they don't want us to. They don't want Potomac and Beverly Hills. Man, fuck, I will make Potomac and Beverly Hills the top goddamn shows on all channels, on network TV and streamers. Shit. If Mauricio wanted to mess with me, we be on. Yup. Then let's go do an ultimate girls trip with that shit. Shit. I like Mauricio. Well, I don't really like him because I'm a Führer. I think he low key racist. I'm just saying. He just give me that. You know, if we was in a room together, yeah, he'd try to sell me a house, but he was somewhere with a little black woman somewhere, and it's just me and us, and I'm looking hot, and he looking hot, he ain't gonna bite. He ain't gonna talk to me because he ain't got shit to sell me. So that's how I feel about him. So anyway, we go to Kay, and I'm tired of this. And my man, my house, my condo, my job, my businesses, my not having no goddamn ring. Why you bring that picture frame? He embarrassed you to me on the show. Going to a store looking at $2 million rings and bringing back a $75, $80 frame. And rumor on the internet is that he got that motherfucker from Macy's that he didn't buy from the jewelry store, because if he did, it'd probably be about $160. So anyway, but I heard it came from Macy's, but you know Macy's going out of business, so it probably was a $40 frame that he got for $15. So they start talking to Kay, and you know, she's like, how the proof is the future is in the picture. Some dumb shit she tried to tell us and sell us on, but ain't nobody buying it. Girl, where's your ring? So Andy started asking her a question about her ring and shit, and Kay and Ashley, trying to say something, talking about she a sugar baby or some type of shit. And Angel go to come in for her, and she said, I don't need you to speak for me. I can speak for myself. Whatever it is, you can tell these bitches ain't no real friends, and I won't even take it from here. I'll take it from here that if we is friends for real, we've been friends for 20 years, and that's the first time I seen your house, when you was in Maryland and when you was in Colorado, but we best of friends, we that close. Y'all ain't that close. Y'all just bitches that know each other. So then they start talking about Ashley. They start talking about Kay and Wendy thing. And Wendy's like, man, she put this shit out of proportion. I don't know what she talking about, because she telling y'all we was at this place. I was on the panel. She walked in. We connected eyes, and she made that I didn't wave at her, but I couldn't wave at her. I was sitting on the panel, and when she came in, I was talking. But after we got finished talking, I walked up to this bitch and hugged her and gave her so much love that it was ridiculous. And she she said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. She said, well, if I didn't, then what the fuck is this? Because fan had texted her a picture, DM'd her something, a picture of her hugging your ass at the event. Yes. Hugging, both of y'all smiling like a motherfucker. So why you ain't tell the girls that I hugged you after? Here go the picture of the room. Okay, you should have put the picture in the fucking frame, dummy. And then on top of that, why we care about what the room look like? We don't give a fuck about what the size of the room. You said she seen you, looked at your ass, and she did not acknowledge you. And then we see that she acknowledged you. Ooh, you got problems. And so we get to her and Stacy. And Stacy said, I don't fuck with her because she too aggressive. I don't like that she calls me aggressive, but you is aggressive. And Stacy said, yeah, I know what language I use with your ass. She said, but like I know the rhetoric that I'm using, the language, I have to be very careful with that. Just like you need to be careful that you're a black woman out here in the streets, you need to know how to fucking behave. She ate. That shit was like the Pac-Man mouth. She ate the fuck out of her. That was done. So she said, you act aggressive. And so Kay was like, you just be doing that black Karen shit. And she was like, No, bitch, I act accordingly, and you should do the same thing. She said, you ordered that cheese? She ordered the fucking cheese for her. She did not order the cheese for you. She was trying to kill me. She ordered that cheese. Bitch, you dumb. And she knew I'm allergic. She should have smeared it all over your damn face. So after a while, Angel and her was typing in. Stacey just said, listen, man, this is sadness. That shit was funny. Another Pac-Man moment. Bop, 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 bop. Ate the fuck out of that. So I was like, damn. So then we introduced Jessi. So Jessi come out with her custom-made, ugly-ass dress. I'm sure it was an expensive dress. I think it was. And I ain't gonna lie, the fucking flowers look like they was real on. She said it's from some Nigeria. That's too much material, too many flowers. If you liked it, you liked it. If you don't, you don't. I wasn't crazy about nobody's dress. But the worst dress had to be Monique's. But we'll get there. So anyway, her husband with the Jessi husband with the Patriots now, and she said, and Andy asked if she met Carly B at the game, and she said no, she didn't. That's the first game she didn't attend, and that's the one that Carly B was at. So Jessi and Kay, they start saying what happened to them. And Kay said, I didn't recognize her. I seen her on the train, but I didn't recognize her. That don't make no sense. She said she just looked different. That don't make no sense. You gotta recognize the bitch you didn't. She said, we ain't saying, talking to each other, because I seen her yesterday on the train, and she didn't say nothing to me, I ain't say nothing to her. Well, if you seen her, why you ain't say something to her? And I don't know. I guess Jessi said she wasn't paying no fucking attention. So Andy asked Jessi about what Kay said about Wendy, and Wendy said, Jessi said, I didn't want to say because, you know, my relationship with her at the time, but it's water under the bridge. Fuck Jessi, pretty much. So Jessi said, Kay come out and said, listen, you come out here with that, tell her dress was ugly even if it was custom, and I asked her, so they started arguing, asked her how come, if her husband got millions of dollars, how come she's still an air attendant? Because she wanted to be, I guess. I wouldn't be, but she might like her job, and then she know what being with an athlete mean. What that mean? She be in the same boat as you, but worse. Meaning that her nigga don't marry you, bunch of bullshit, got kids. So anyway, Judge just come out and say, no, Kay said, you got 15 minutes because you know she's a friend of. And she said, oh, okay, well, if that's all I got, let me go ahead and start and tell them how you took Greg, broke up Greg from his wife, and how you sitting over there taking care of his kids. Woo, child. Wendy was like, what? Giselle was like, stop. No, keep it going. Andy shut it down. So I was like, that was dumb. That's the shit we want to hear. So, he started talking about, damn, Jessi got a lot of shit with a lot of people. Tia. She got mad at Tia and cussed Tia out because Tia said Mr. Sunshine won her. Mr. Sunshine wasn't thinking about her. And who those didn't know who Mr. Sunshine was on that trip. This dude had a restaurant. He came and he cooked for them. I think he was in Jamaica, Barbados, whatever trip they went with, it was on this island. And he really liked the girls and he spent time with them. I think he sat on the 8 with them, had drinks and shit. And he was really liking Jessi. And I guess Tia was playing it up. And it hurt Jessi feelings, but Tia said she fixed it before they got back to wherever the fuck they was going to be. She fixed it. And by the time they got to their next event, Jessi just at the last minute, you tried to get that man to like me and no, I'm 14 days from being, it was some dumbass shit, because we all was like, what the fuck? Girl, we know you wasn't girl, even if she said that shit, why would that hurt your feelings? Damn sure ain't gonna hurt your man feelings, as we said. So anyway, Tia said out there and squashed that with her, and she tried to make a big deal out of it, I guess, because she hadn't done shit the whole season, so she needed a moment. So then they started asking Tia about her father, and you know, we all know her father cheated on her, but he wanted his kids to be close. So it wasn't until after she died, we started seeing her make friends, get closer to her sister, and we see Tia start to cry. And then we hear Giselle say that really touches her, but it ain't gonna touch her so much that she cried about her father. And then they put in a park in Houston for her father, and that she lost the case of her evil stepmother. And she said it wasn't about no money, because people were telling her, you want the money, you got brothers and sisters. And she says, not the money. It's about the things that his memorabilia from him being in civil rights. I think there's a picture out there with her father with Martin Luther King, but that's the only one. That's the only civil rights person I've seen. I ain't trying to downplay that. But I had never heard of her father until we got on this show. So I don't know what that means for me or for where I'm at, or maybe because the area that I'm in. But she was like, Angie said, girl, she ain't gonna cry. She ain't gonna cry. Maybe that's what her face look like it do, because she need to fucking cry. So she said it was painful, but she'd be all right. So then we got, what's her name come out? Jazzy leave, and the thing between Kay and Jazzy was crazy, because Jazzy was turned off, around. No, Kay was stood up with her gown and sat down with her gown and turned around and all kinds of shit. Then we see Monique come out. But before she come out, they give us a shot of her, and I swear I think she's in something in Star Wars, because it really can't be nothing else but that Star Wars shit. She wearing a bunch of triangles on her head, look like a satellite dish too. So she come out, she got this big ass binder with her, but it's her whole binder, and she passed it down to Andy, and she said she ain't that type of person no more. But to me, I think she is, because she saw something about how Stacey, if something was going to be with Stacey and her man, that would come out that she wouldn't have to look. So apparently she got something that confirmed that Stacey was fucking around with